guest tonight is a comedian and an actor. He's appeared in numerous films, including The Ref and Wag the Dog. His latest, Monument Avenue, opens at select theaters tomorrow. Please welcome Denis Leary. Denis. Very nice.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful look.
Hey,
how you doing?
You know what? Congratulations on the 5-year thing.
Thank you.
That's great.
It's nice. Yeah. 5-year anniversary.
I know it's such a show business cliche.
Right.
I remember when we were kids growing up watching Johnny Carson and somebody come on and say what a nice guy he was and get a round of applause like that. But you know, I think it's great, man. Right?
You know, we had from your movie, Martin Sheen, of course.
Yes.
Is in Monument Avenue, and we had him on last night.
Yeah.
And he starts talking about how he's been arrested
57 times.
Yeah, 57 times, and always for demonstrating or
like
a good cause.
Yeah, like war or nuclear weapons or, you know, grape pickers or, you know, people who don't eat grapes or... It's always some worthy cause, and he's been arrested 57 times. Meanwhile, Charlie Sheen can't get arrested, right? He's got hookers, blow, guns, you know. No cops anywhere.
Well, I didn't bring that up with him, but...
Well, the one time...
I said, you know, it's funny, because your son...
The one time Charlie was arrested was recently, and when they made him go to rehab, and I think it was his father who set the cops out on him, so there you go.
He turned him in
for
his own good.
Turned him in for his own good.
But I was thinking, what's it like when you're making a movie with a guy like that, who literally gets arrested like every 3 months? Were you guys worried that he would get arrested while making the movie and you got to shut it down?
We produced the movie, myself and Ted Demme, and we had a $3 million budget, very small budget, and less than $3 million. We could not afford bail money. We told him this up front.
Right.
You think it's funny, but I mean, a week before he was supposed to arrive to start shooting, we were already shooting. We went home one night after a day of work, turned on the television, not even Entertainment Tonight. It was the news, and he was being arrested someplace in Mexico for, you know, prune workers or something. And, you know, we called him up and said,
look, very vague. Arrested for prune workers.
He protests all kinds of fruit stuff.
He stole prunes,
Yeah. So we told him, so when you come here, man, you cannot get arrested. We gave him a driver that was with him pretty much 24 hours a day. The guy would wait outside the building he was staying at in Boston and drive him to the set.
And just said, you cannot picket, you cannot protest?
Protest anything, okay? Right. While you're here, don't get arrested. Please stay out of jail. And he laughs about it. Did he laugh about it last night?
Yeah, he thinks the whole thing's funny.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. He's going for number 60 soon.
Mom, where's Dad? He's in jail.
Yeah. Now, what's the movie? This is an intriguing movie. He plays a cop in it.
Yes.
You are playing pretty much a tough, you know, a gang member.
It takes place in Charlestown, which is a neighborhood I lived in up until about 8 years ago in Boston, which is a working-class Irish. You know the neighborhood.
Yep.
It's a working-class Irish neighborhood, and it's a story about how drugs and guns kind of destroy this one group of friends. It's based on actual events that occurred in the course of the 80s and into the early 90s. And there's a lot of funny things in the film, but it's ultimately a heavy, dramatic story. And we got great actors, and to get him, you know, he's the guy, he's Apocalypse Now, Badlands.
Yeah.
He's the only guy I know who's played 2 Kennedy brothers. He played Bobby, and he played President Kennedy.
In the same movie. It was I'll go get Bobby. I'll be right back. You can hear all this rustling in the closet. I'm back. Where did Teddy go? He's with Jack. I'll go get him. No, we'll get him. No, I'll get him. It was a great movie. You gotta check it out.
That would be a dream, is to get him to play Teddy and Jack and Bobby, all 3 at the same time.
And with special effects, they could all be in the same scene, like on a bicycle built for 3. You know, driving around.
Right.
Let's go get Chowder. I agree. Me too.
Let's go find Marilyn. Yeah.
We have a clip of this movie.
Yes.
Not that movie, which I'd like to see someday, but Monument Avenue, we have a clip from this film.
Yeah, we do.
Do we need any setup for this?
Oh, this is the clip where we are, you know, we're car thieves by trade, and this is, I think, one of our jobs where we're stealing a Ferrari Testarossa.
Good car to steal.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look.
What I want you guys to do is break the window on the ground level floor, reach in their mouse, and hit that button. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Once the glass is broken, you activate the alarm. Now, this gives you 2 minutes. I repeat, exactly 2 minutes before the cops show up. So don't be around. get to the 3rd floor, the Ferrari's gonna be parked in the far corner. Now, you gotta hotwire the car to make it look real.
Why don't you just let the air ride tires?
A lot of running in this movie. I understand it's a 2-hour movie, and, most of it, huh?
That was the whole movie.
Oh, that's the movie. It's just
I
you
said low
running
budget.
there.
I meant low budget. That's all we could afford.
That's all you
Martin Sheen
had.
was there in the background.
Martin Sheen is hiding.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say, most of it's just you guys running to get to the car.
Yeah,
you know.
it is.
There's, you know, in Boston, this makes sense, because Boston, huge car theft capital of the world.
Yes, and also, you know, if you in Charlestown, they would never steal your car if you lived there, but if you were from outside the neighborhood,
then they take it.
Then they would take it. Yeah.
I want to ask you about Clint Eastwood, because I know you just worked with him on something.
Yeah, I did.
And he's a guy that's always fascinated me. Always wanted to meet that guy. What's he like?
You know, if you think about it, he's the last of, I mean, he's like John Wayne. John Wayne's gone, Robert Mitchum is dead. You know, Clint Eastwood's been famous since like 1957 or something.
Right.
He's an icon, and there's no way around it. I've worked with Robert De Niro and Dustin Hoffman. I've met a lot of big celebrities. When he walks in the room, it's just, I mean, your heart just starts to go like this.
I would think also he'd be a little scary, because he can come across as like a mean guy sometimes.
Well,
I'm sure he's not.
He's a very nice guy, but you know what? Once you start acting, he starts to talk that way that he talks. I mean, you just go, wow.
What's his real voice like? Hi, everybody! Are we ready to start shooting now? Yeah, now it's fine. Okay!
You punk! Well, it's not that extreme, but
it's a little different.
Yeah, and he's a really nice guy, and he really runs a great set. It's very even-tempered, and but there was one moment when he had a speech. He talks to me. He gives me like a monologue, and he got in the middle of it. And, you know, like it happens to human beings. Some guy, one of the extras, had a coughing fit. So and it stopped for a second, then it continued, then it got worse, and finally he had to say cut. And he just turned around and he said, "Who's having the problem coughing?" And this guy just went like this. It was me. And he goes, "Why don't you take a hike?" And the guy goes, "Well, no, I think I'm fine." I goes, "I think you should take a hike." And you saw this guy just tiptoe out of the room. And we all got that glimpse into what it would be like. You know, just wait for the guy. "I told you to take a hike." "Okay, Mr. Eastwood, I'll never cough again."
I love the guys arguing with him. Take the hike. Just go away.
And it was quite an experience, you know. It was really, I mean, he's like Mount Rushmore. Every time I would look over, like when I was off camera for him, and he would just be sort of talking before, you know, they started the scene, I just look at the face, and it's just like looking at this face that you
forget
see.
It's a person.
Yeah,
You're like, look, and touch it.
Right, right.
What are you doing, punk?
Yeah. Don't touch my face.
Yeah, he gets that all the time.
So you do a good Eastwood.
Not really.
Do you do Eastwood?
Not really.
It's not hard to do. Everybody, we can all do it. We all know you just go like this in your eyes. You know, that's it.
That's it?
Get that camera off me.
And it went away.
Imagine walking around talking like that.
Yeah.
Imagine if you just walk around New York City. "Hey, I want to take a cab someplace, and you're coming with me."
You'd just go,
you just go.
Quickly, before we go, I got to ask you about Wag the Dog, because you made this movie a little while ago, but it pretty much predicted exactly what people say has been happening for the last 6 months or so. What is your whole take on the scandal? We got to get that before we take off.
You know, I think he's just a big, dumb hick. That's what I think. You know, I think, you know. I mean, I don't know about you.
I don't want my electricity turned off, so I disagree. He has his good qualities, too.
No. I mean it in the best possible way.
I'm sure you do.
I love the guy, man. I love him even more now. I think he's just a big, dumb guy from, or, you know, down south who just likes to sit around. And like, I always figure when you become president, sex and cigars just go with the office, but like, not at the same time. You know what I mean? I always picture if I was
Separate
president.
the two.
Yeah, if I was president, I figured like there'd be a box of Cubans over here, and you know, interns coming in one by one. You know.
Oh, it's in the Constitution. Look it up.
The president would like to.
We gotta go. It was too much fun. We have to run. Monument Avenue. Yeah, opens, or Monument Ave.
Monument Ave. Please go and see the movie. It's a very small film. We're in like one theater in each city across the country.
So find the theaters.
Please go. Because we need people to come out. It's a word-of-mouth movie, and hopefully you'll go.
Right,
and if you don't go, you're going to have to answer to me.
Dennis Leary, thank you very much. Dennis, that was great. Thanks for doing it. Judge Judy is coming up. You got to see Judge Judy. Stick around.